Hello Balloon World, I'm your balloon twister, Michael Floyd, and today I want to teach you how to make a one balloon cat. Is this the best cat design I use? Probably not, but is this the best one balloon cat design I use? Absolutely. I get a lot of mileage out of this design. This is the basis for all my cats, for my lions, for my tigers, for my bears, wait, not my bears, but definitely for all the cats. Let me walk you through it. First thing you're going to do is get your balloon. I'm going to be using a lilac purple. Why? Because I'm cool like that. Inflate your balloon about halfway. Don't forget to tie it. Okay, first thing we're going to do is the muzzle. You're going to want to twist two bubbles of the same length, about, an inch in diameter, not too big. Now, make sure they don't come undone, of course. Now, first thing we're going to do is we're going to take the knot here and we're going to twist it to the end section here. And then we're going to take that slack from the knot and we're going to wrap it through the seam of the balloon and then back around that section that we twisted it into earlier. What that does is it creates a nice flat plane there of those two bubbles and creates a really cool looking muzzle for our cat. That also prevents it from coming undone. Next thing we need to do is we're going to twist two very small bubbles for the back of the head of the cat. The reason there are two bubbles instead of one is it makes it easier to position the muzzle in the center of the face of the cat. With only one bubble, if you don't get the proportion just right, the muzzle could be looking any which way, down, up, left, or right, depending on if the balloon that you twisted is too short or too long. The next part we're going to do is the basic teddy bear head. Now it's going to be 5 bubbles of the same size. We're going to be going just a little bit bigger than an inch, and you're going to want to make sure you twist them more than once. I like to count to 10 because when you pinch twist it, one of the troubles that people usually have is that the air escapes from the ears and goes into the cheek or the top of the head because they weren't twisted enough. So count with me to 10. Do the next one. One more. All right, that's 3. We got 2 more. And the last one. Now you can see I have 5 bubbles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 bubbles. All right, we're going to twist this section here into this section here. And that creates a loop with a hole in the middle of 5 bubbles. Now that hole is where we're going to stick our muzzle. We're going to take our muzzle, we're going to feed it right through that hole. It should look something like that. Now we're going to pinch twist these ears here, those 2. To pinch twist it, you're going to take the balloon, you're going to pull it out, and you're going to turn it. Now if that pops on you, welcome to the club, because that's one of the hardest things to do in balloon twisting. But don't worry, with a lot of practice and a lot of balloons and a lot of popping, you'll be able to do that like nothing. Okay, pinch twist the other ear too. All right, now we have our cat head. Now, the next thing we need to do is make a small neck, because cats don't have a long neck. They're not, like a giraffe. Next thing we do is we make 2 legs. Now, I do like to make the legs a little long, because I think it makes it look more feline. So I make a section of the legs here. They need to be about the same length, make sure they're the same length. And I'm going to twist this section here into the bottom of the neck here. Like so. Now I twist a small section for the body, because cats don't have a very long body. They're not, snakes. Now I need 2 more legs. Now I want a long tail here on the end. So depending upon how much balloon I have left, and whether I've already reached the end, which I have, or whether I still have an uninflated section at the end, that will help me determine how big to make the legs. Because I'm sort of out of room here, I'm going to make the legs on the smaller side rather than the larger side. If I had some slack, I would squeeze the air down to try to fill it up to make sure the whole thing was fully inflated, and then I might make the legs a little bit longer to use up the extra balloon. But since I'm almost out of tail, I'm going to make them smaller. So 2 sections, but the important thing is to remember that they are the same length. Once again, twist this section here into this section here. Now, you don't want them to look too out of proportion, because if it's too out of proportion, then it'll end up looking like a monkey. Because, cats look like monkeys when they're made of balloons. Okay, now you can see I have a section here for the tail. The last thing I need to do is kink the tail. So the way I do that is I take the balloon and I bend it over, and then I bend it back the other way, sort of creating an S, and then I massage it with my hands. I let the heat from my hand sort of bend and warp the balloon a little bit. This takes practice also. And there we go. Then I turn it around so the tail points up, and I straighten up my cat, and there I have my one balloon cat. Now this does take a lot of practice. Ideally, you would like the front legs and the back legs to be about the same size. If they're off like this one is, no big deal. Most people won't care. It does look like a nice little fun little cat though. Next thing you do is you get your pin out, your Sharpie. You don't want to use like a ballpoint pen, you want to use a soft felt tip. And you can draw the eyes on there, the nose, maybe the whiskers. If you wanted to do a tiger, you could put some stripes on there. Just go crazy with the ink, you know, artistic freedom. Once again, I'm your balloon twister, Michael Floyd, and for more balloon animal instructions, go to balloon-animals.com.